Hi there, my name is John Barba. I'm Director of Training for Taco Incorporated out of Cranston, Rhode Island, and we're here in fabulous Orlando, Florida for the 2025 AHR show. And what I would like to show you is something very old. Usually this show is about something new. I'm going to show you something very old. This is the rock on which Taco was built. This is the Taco 007, the original Taco 007 wet rotor circulators, which in 2025 we're celebrating its 50th anniversary. This thing has been a legend and an icon in the residential hydronics industry for 50 years. When I was a kid, that was all we installed. My dad said, we put in Taco, don't ask any questions, and that's how it all started. So just personally, I put in hundreds, if not thousands of these things over my career, and now fortunate enough to work for Taco and be on the other side. The 007 made its name because it was one of those circulators that fit most every application that we had back then perfectly, and still does to this day. It's a great circulator for zone valve jobs. It's a great circulator for zone pumping. Used with a stainless steel volute, it's a great circulator for domestic hot water recirculation. So we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the 007 this year, and we're also commemorating the start of the phase out of the 007. In May of 2028, the Department of Energy is going to mandate that all circulators be of a certain efficiency level for these small wet rotor circulators. They are going to have to be of a certain efficiency level. That means any circulator with an AC motor, a standard AC motor, is basically going to be regulated out of existence. At some point in early 2028, the very last 007 is going to roll off our assembly line, and that's going to be a very emotional, kind of heartfelt day because, again, this has been the icon of the industry. So if you want to follow me over here, I'll show you what is going to be replacing, or what is already replacing the 007. And that's the Taco 007E circulator, E for ECM technology. ECM stands for electrically commutated motor, and it is a technology that has the requisite overall efficiency levels to satisfy the new DOE regulations. We've been actually making this circulator for 10 years now. So while its big brother is celebrating its 50th anniversary, little brother is celebrating its 10th anniversary in 2025. Essentially very similar performance parameters, but it is ECM. So it uses right out of the box about half of the electricity. Where we're talking about 85 watts with the 007, this is at max 44 watts with the 007E. However, it also works in a variable speed mode. So depending upon the application, the system it's connected to, whether it's zone valves or zone pumping, it can go down as low as 5 or 6 or 7 watts of operation. So now we're talking 5 or 6 or 7 watts of electrical consumption compared to 85. It now starts to become a very, very electrically efficient circulator. But going forward, we're going to be selling both, obviously, as over the next 3 years, but at some point it's going to be a sad day. But one of those sad days where you look forward to the future when that last 007 comes off the assembly line. So that's what we're really talking about here at AHR this year. Obviously, we have a lot of other really cool stuff in our booth, some new controls, a wide variety of circulators, both for hydronic heating and for residential domestic hot water recirculation, which is a huge, huge potential business, as well as our commercial offerings, which are really wide, deep, and varied.